Hello everyone, my name's AstroEmerald, or Ian, and welcome to my first episode of my Cities Skylines Let's Play. Today we are going to be starting a brand new map. I'm not sure the map name, but I downloaded this off the Steam Workshop and I'll have the link in the description. It's a map that I've been debating playing for a little bit of time. I've gotten about a few months under my belt of how this game works and how to play it, and in honor of Cities Skylines 2 being announced, I thought, hey, let's make a Let's Play and see what I can do before that game comes out. There's currently no release date for it, but I'm sure it'll come out sometime after summer, as I expect since they just announced it. For right now, I'm going to be working on this city here and see what we can do. I really enjoy this game, so I downloaded some extra mods we got over here. Just more quality of life things to help me organize myself and build a city that I want to build without some restrictions the vanilla game does. I also have some assets which we'll unlock as we progress. I'm starting out right here. This is our little entrance. Haven't done anything yet. I haven't placed the roads. And I just want to take a brief look at the map and kind of map out how I'm going to do things. So we have this interesting highway intersection here. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it. It looks pretty nice, but I feel like this is really weird with 3 turn lanes going into a 3 turn lane highway that connects into my city over here. Other than that, I really like where I start out. I think this is a great place for like a suburb, something that starts and grows. I'm going to use this area over here as our main megatropolis, like our city area. And then this is going to be our industry to start. It has a really great train connection that I'm excited to use for maybe a cargo hub. And then the train also comes over here, which we could use for either crossing and make a transportation hub kind of near the entrance of the highway and entrance to our suburbs industry area. The rest of the map, it's pretty large. I am using 81 tiles, so I did unlock a lot of land already. I only did the 25 tiles just so I don't overwhelm myself with going areas I shouldn't be. But something I saw over here, which I really like, is this little island. I think we could use this as a summer like vacation area, maybe like a vacation town where you go to escape the city and you come over here and you do some fishing. We got some broken down piers, maybe we'll repair everything and make it look really nice, maybe like a little summer vacation spot. So how I'm planning to do this Let's Play is to try to make it as realistic as possible. I'm not a city planner as some of the other YouTubers are when it comes to this game, but I do have an idea of how things should work and how infrastructure works. I'm very into it. It's a hobby of mine, and I do want to use this simulation of City Skylines to develop the area where I live and kind of what I would like them to be doing or what they should do or what they did wrong, and kind of make it a little bit better and just kind of like the perfect city I would like to live in, raise a family, something like that. Now, obviously, this game's pretty large, so we'll have suburbs, industry, and cities, and the map's pretty large as well, so we can have different little suburbs as well. I don't want to bore you with all the information, but the city's name, or I guess our region name, I think it's the city name they call it, is Twin Rivers. I think we have 2 really cool rivers that cut into this bay and then enter into the ocean, and I just really like that. Also, Twin Peaks is one of my favorite shows, and I just wanted to do something with similar land as that show. So this area reminds me very much of the Northwest, kind of like near Seattle, Oregon. But also, I'm on the East Coast, and it reminds me a little bit of the Appalachian Mountains in America. It's a cool little spot, and I think it just gives me a similar feel, especially with the theme and the LUT we got going on to make it just look a little bit better. I am using a few mods so we can change the time of day, but I think this is a good one starting out. Just makes it look really nice, especially with this angle with the sun behind us. So to begin, we're going to place our roads just to unlock a few more things. So we'll just build this out, and that's going to give us more access to roads. I am going to delete these because that's not what I want. Now, I'm debating what to do here. I think going forward, I want the main road to come out and kind of follow the river up, and that way we can have our crossways into the city from there. But another thing I dislike is having highways or major roads very close to waterfronts, because I think it takes away from the potential a waterfront has. This is something we see in American cities. The highways are right on top of the water, sometimes even on it, off the side, and it just it's like a disconnect. It's something you see in New York City. Philadelphia a lot has that issue with 95. You see it in New York City, you see it in Boston, stuff like that. It's just not something I want to focus on. So I think instead what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have this road stay parallel to the river, but not enough that it's disconnecting. Actually, you know, thinking about it, maybe we'll worry about that later. Maybe we just connect this up and we begin just with smaller roads, more suburban, like connector kind of roads. So we'll get our 2-lane road with wide sidewalks. I am just gonna, let's see how we want to do this. We're gonna want a one-way here. Here we go. Bring it out to about here. There we go. Go back to our non-one-way. And now I know I want my industry over here so I'm gonna have to remember we don't have much money to start out in this game before we start progressing. So we're gonna have to start using rural roads to map everything out. I know to begin I'm gonna have a bridge going from over here about across to connect to our industry, and then we will make this kind of like a main road. Bring it to about up here. All right, and then from here, this is where we can make our suburbs. So I really like this freshwater area. I think a lot of people would like to live here, maybe a little bit more wealthier, good connection to highways for commutes or anything like that. So let's have a look where we're gonna go from here. I think we just build this out, and then I don't. Well, this is a mountain right here. So I think cool idea would be maybe have it follow the bottom of the mountain, and we can build this maybe to like our own like Beverly Hills, you know, kind of sitting on top overlooking the cities, has a really good view of everything. So we're gonna curve our road here, and we'll just have it follow the bottom of the mountain without messing with the terrain too much. I'll make it a little bit more organic. I don't want to expand too much because I often do that and then run out of money really, really fast. So for now, I think we should just worry about building our zoning areas, and then we'll move over to get that industry started. So we're gonna get back to this tool right here and just create some zonable lands. We're gonna need a lot of residential and a lot of commercial to begin. I think it's a really good spot. I'm not going to build anything on the main road yet because I don't know if I'm going to upgrade these to one single road or what's going to go on over here, but we're just have something to organize to get us started and start progressing in the game. Oops. That went a little bit too far. And then maybe we'll switch it up and maybe we can have some commercial over here, and maybe, so something I need to keep in mind is I want to have green space here for walking, creating walking paths. So this is going to connect here, and then I would like this to follow. Might have to mess with the terrain a little bit, but we'll have that follow like that. And then from here, we'll do something like that for right now. So now I got our zonable land. This is where we're gonna put our residential and commercial to begin. But before that, we need to get our industry started. So we gotta keep in mind where the best area for power is. We're gonna start with windmills. They're pretty cheap. I don't know any good spots that could get us maybe up over here, and then we'll run a power line down. Before we do that, we should probably start worrying about some water issues, or you know, we're getting far out. Let's get to our 2-lane road with wide sidewalks, and we're gonna create a bridge to cross here. So let's take a look here. I don't want anything too steep. That looks a little weird. I think we can grab this node and page it down a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. And page you down. See, I can never tell if this looks insanely steep or normal. I think it looks insanely steep, so we're gonna bring it down a little bit more. We'll bring it down you a little bit more. I think that looks a little bit better. And we will keep going with the bridge. To about, whoa, why are we going down? No, I guess that's okay, because it would naturally go down there. Get this back to going around. Okay, this is starting to look like a mess. Okay, we gotta watch our money here. Alright, that looks a little bit better. And then the nice, yeah, I don't think it looks too, I don't think it looks too bad, but it does cost a lot of money, so we're going to switch back to our rural roads here. So I make sure my recording's all going well over here. Alright, we're all set. So like I said, I want to have our industry over here to have a good cargo connection. We're also going to have our windmills over here to connect power. So I think something we should keep in mind is building this out probably to about here. And then building this up to here. And this is where we can begin our industry. So in this game, industry is super important. It's something I always fall behind on because I end up causing a lot of traffic. And that's not great because I end up putting on one side. I don't have good connections out. But I'm hoping if we have like a big circle right here, it'll help. And then cuts in between to get to the main city. We won't see too many issues later in the game. For right now, it's not the biggest deal. We'll just expand our industry out, and where we're gonna have our like landfills and stuff like that. Maybe do something like that. Let's get rid of these rocks. I think that's a fine tile we'll have. It'll get removed when we build stuff. Alright, so now we have to work on our utilities. So for water, it's really important to have our water pumping station where the water is coming from and sewage on the other side. So I'm just going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it right near the bridge so we don't waste too much money. Later in the game, we'll end up moving some things. And then we'll have our sewer over there. So I'm just going to build our pipes there. We have that all hooked up. And since we're already on water pipes, we might as well finish out the zoning area. So when we build our homes, they're not mad at us that we've not given them water. Something else I like to do is keep the water pipes under the roads. I think that makes a little bit more sense since if you were going to go to repair the water pipes, they would be under the roads, and that would help, I don't know, speed up efficiency of the service and stuff and everything like that. You know, like your workers just make a little hole, go under, fix the pipes. It looks funny with the rural roads though, and the fact that we have water pipes. We're also gonna need power, so I think that's something important we should worry about. I think the easiest way to not waste too much money on this, but also get a good amount of power. Why is this not 8? 8 would be great. I'm gonna throw one of these here. Oh, that's like really on a mountain. And we're gonna grab... We're gonna have the power line run parallel to the road. To our windmill. That costs so much money, but honestly, it kind of looks like how a city would develop. And we're also going to need that to go across to here. So now we have power, we have water pipes. We should probably extend our water pipes out into the industry area. All right. So let's see, we got our power, we got our water. We're good to go. So this is kind of the layout I want to follow. This bridge does look like a mess somehow. I don't know why. And I think we're good to go. It says there's no connection because we haven't zoned yet. So that's what we'll do first. Like I said, I don't want the main road to be zoned. I'm only going to zone these areas so power goes here and then it can connect over here. And I don't have to waste time building lines, removing lines. We're also going to need to press play and officially start the game in Twin Rivers. So we have our residential starting. I think I would like to have some commercial here. We'll speed this up a little bit. And we'll have residential blocks. This game loves having people. So I just want to talk a little bit as this is developing why I chose this map. Like I said, it reminds me of an area that I would like to live in and build in. And I think it's a really, really beautiful map and it's laid out really, really well. So I wanted to challenge myself too because I often struggle when I have things separated from each other where I'm used to the vanilla maps and we can kind of keep things close to each other and there's not too much traffic problems or anything. But I do have a few goals for this Let's Play of what I want to focus on. Number one, like I said, I want to keep this to be as realistic as I think it's possible. We're not going to do crazy like movers or anything. All right, we're losing money really fast, and it's because we don't have power. I'm sorry, I'll finish that thought. You need to go here. Okay, now they have power. I want to keep this as realistic as possible, but also I want to make sure I'm focusing on challenges. What is hard in the real world, and what do we lack in America? Especially in America, we lack a lot of things compared to Europe, but Europe also lacks things compared to America. So one thing my goal is this Let's Play is to have a very walkable city. I was recently just in Paris, and something I noticed, I know it's Paris, it's great, it's wonderful, and they have a great layout because they've existed for so long, and they were a walkable city at one point before cars and horse and buggy and everything like that. What I think is important is to have this be our main city, but also have the suburbs have a walking path here and then a walking path across to connect to industries. Well, I'm a mess right now. This doesn't have power either. We got to focus up. We'll just throw you. Okay, there we go. I also just think that having access for the suburbs and more of the older town, the original, to connect to the main city, as well as the main city connecting here for people to live and avoiding the roads, would be really beneficial. Then I also think, what's going on? Why don't I have power? Oh, we need another windmill. Can't afford one. 6,000. We're almost there. And having access to walking for commuting purposes is going to be really great. Then I also think having this little connection right here, having a walking bridge, would be a great idea. Let's place this one mill down. Our other one. Boom. So if we have we just made it to a little hamlet. This is going to help a lot with our progression. We're going to get taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education, campus areas, as well as some other beneficial things with new buildings. which is great, like a landfill site. So you already know these people are going to be complaining about trash very soon. So let's get that place down before they do. We could also throw down a recycling center. Makes less garbage pile up the center. Produces small amounts of raw materials from the waste. Let's see. This does 24. Okay, well, clearly the landfill site's better. But we'll start with this, and then we will scoot it over. I'm going to put it here because I know I'm going to build these roads up to be a little bit better in the future. Make it a little bit faster. I still don't have enough money yet, so I don't want to upgrade everything yet. Back to what I was saying before we hit another milestone. Having this all be walkable, this tight little space over here to connect to the industry and our community would help a lot, and I think it would benefit just our traffic problems. I find that's a huge thing in this game. So that's a big thing I want to focus on, is how can we cut down commuting times, something I hate in real life. We're also going to be focused on bike lanes, a lot of green energy. I have some DLCs, including the green energy one, so when we get to the point where we can make paths, we'll get some bike paths set up, maybe make some bike trails, some designated parks for activities. I think that's a huge benefit to this community, and with all this forestry and this space, they would definitely have something like this out here in Twin Rivers. So for right now, we are still chugging away. We have some money, so we can speed this up, and we're looking for more industry and more residential. So let's fill this out. I'm not really paying attention to terrain, so who knows what's going to happen over there. And let's build out our community a little bit more. So how weird is that going to look? I don't like that. Maybe we... do we have something like that? Like that, keep it a little bit organic, and then we're gonna have you connect here. And we'll build you out. We got water going. We're making okay money. We definitely just need more people. Which is always the issue in the beginning of this game. More people. I would like for this to, yeah, connect out as well. And right there. Get the people started. So back to my goals. I think it's important to have smaller commute times, green spaces, and then I also want to treat this city like it's my own. Like, I live here, and how would I want to get somewhere, get to somewhere, from somewhere, and what would I like to do on my time off? So I want to give activities for the people and see how it works. Right now we have a small little town going, and it's looking really, really nice. I think what we can do next is maybe get... well, that's a little expensive. I think we should just save up for now. I'm gonna mess with the time of the day. Maybe I can make it look what's the morning look like? That's a little too bright. We'll go back to where I was at. I like the shadows. We'll check out what our city looks at night later on too. But for right now, I think we are looking pretty solid. So we're up to 18K right now. What is a elementary school is 10. So let's think about where we would want this. If we are a small town, main roads here, we're probably gonna have some connection. I think right here would be a great spot for the elementary school. Maybe right here would actually be really nice. So we'll pop that down, keep it. I like it here. So we're gonna happy. That's gonna up our land value, allow people to move in. We're running low on power again. It might. All right, we need more shops. So I think we'll have, let's see, four. Kind of have these little like corners. I don't think this is something often we see in a suburb, but it's gonna kind of be like an older suburb where they don't really walk too far to get to their stores or anything, and it's kind of just plopped down near the homes. I don't know what that guy just did. He went through the building. Excuse me. All right, so it's coming along. We still need more people, but we're gonna run into the issue with power and everything. We're not making really great money. All right. So we are going to expand, expand, expand. These people don't have water. We gotta get more housing down. There's gonna be some funky looking homes. Maybe we'll do something like that. And then I think we are making good money. It is time to get these roads upgraded. So we're gonna go wide sidewalks. Oh, we just made it to Worthy Village. So we have new areas locked, but it doesn't really matter because we have 81 tiles. The mod that allows us to just kind of build anywhere. We're going to get districts, policies, second loan, district specialization, service policies, fire, police department, unique buildings, specializations for industries. So I do have the green energy DLC, which is allowing to get self-sufficient buildings, organic and local produce. It changes commercial area to consist of buildings like organic produce shops. I don't think we're going to touch this yet for now. Power usage, water usage, smoke detector, and some more buildings. Exciting stuff. Did we get more roads? That's the important part. No more roads. So we got some extra money from that, so I'm definitely gonna start upgrading the roads. We need. First of all, I don't want people parking. I don't know why they can park on rural roads, but I guess you kind of just park anywhere on them. Like, all these cars keep flipping around everywhere. So this will allow people to get around faster with paved roads, but we're just doing rural roads because of how cheap they are. These do cost quite a bit. So we got our one-ways going. Did I miss anything? Oh, yeah, over here. Look at these people. They're going to park all... It's not even worth it. Maybe they're going to need parking spots. I am going to do these roads as well, because that's where we're going to see a lot of our traffic. If we look here, still highways, but there's going to be some heavy flow coming this way. All right. We also have districts. I think it's time to name our first little suburb. We'll do something like this. It's going to go against the water. I would like to only keep it on this side of the road, as we'll have another town elsewhere. All right, and then we can also build our little industry park right here. This is going to be needed expanded out, and I think I'm going to go up. So So I'd like to call this Evergreen Hills. And then we'll call this the park. So some policies. I think in the industry, I'm not going to have any fire stations there anytime soon. So I'd like to make a smoke detector distribution over there. Other than that, we don't have to touch much over here. I would do this, but it's yeah, we're going to do it. But I think it's going to nail our money pretty heavily, which is a bummer. Let's speed things up. We need, let's get the industry started at least. Keep on the rural roads. I don't think we need anything much different right now. There is some interesting terrain here. Maybe it'd be better to go. That. Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. But it'll make it work. It'll look a little funky, but it shall work. Also gonna build out here. I hate building industry stuff. It's not my favorite. And I kind of just SimCity it, as we would say, to just make it work. I can pull this down a little bit. Pull you up. And then we'll just expand the district out, make sure everything is covered so they're all getting that smoke detector thing. But it did hurt our money a little bit. We're looking for more people now, so I think this is a good time to maybe expand on this side of things. We'll get our road. See, I don't want this to go like that, so maybe we'll just have this out here. Yeah, I like that. Kind of follows it away. Maybe we'll have the green space come out down here as well. We're gonna need to get our water pipes over here as well. And I think a good little spot for the commercial is right here, actually. So for and then we'll throw our residential down. Don't want it on the main roads. I don't like the idea of that. All right, there we go. So we got the residential, we got our industry. We're still not looking great on money. But I don't really know when you start looking into this money. Bilham Fire Station. This is something relatively cheap. I feel like this would look cool in this town. Alright, there's a crime problem, and there's a power problem. We got a lot of problems. Put another windmill up here. Where's our 8 spot? 8. And water. What's going on with water? Oh, we don't have pipes out here. Sorry, little guys. There we go. And we also have a crime problem. Everyone's just getting robbed at once. Jesus Christ. So let's go on. What the heck is this? Thai police. Are these police boxes? Oh, I wonder if they actually do anything. Oh, we made it to Tiny Town. So we got some money. This is now where we can do landscaping, event policies, park policies. This is when we're going to get into the green space, which I think we're going to do next episode. That's going to be it. This is kind of just a starter, but I don't want this to go too long and be too boring or anything. So we did get a lot here, a lot of new policies that we can improve, and we can also make industry areas, which is where we can kind of start making money. Some canals. I really like these. I don't know how to say this word. Squaws. I really like these because I want to use those around my city, like my actual city, high-rise, stuff like that, and give more of a walking space. Instead like of what we were saying with the highways. I don't like having highways on the edge of the city. So we made it. We're actually gonna get this police station now. I don't think I have any other police station assets. I might look into that. And we're gonna keep this pretty central as well, so yeah, that looks fairly nice. Maybe the crime problem won't be a thing anymore. Jeez, they're gonna have to send every police car out. Possible. Look at every house is getting robbed at once. It's the master heist. They're getting robbed over here as well. We need a lot more people. So the elementary school is getting robbed. Gosh. So in the next episode, I think what I want to work on is I want to have a walking path right down here. It's going to follow this river. That way we can have it connect with a bridge here, and then eventually have this connect over here. The walking path is going to go from down here, and it's going to connect all these little suburb connections, and then connect us down to this little shopping area and the elementary school right here. I would like to make a park here too, so we can get some land value. Maybe not there to start, because most of our people are over here. So we'll go here. We'll look for something just small. Like a small little park. That's not a small little park. There, it's a small little park. I don't want to destroy too many homes. Maybe we'll keep it right near the school. And that'll help with the land value, which will ultimately bring us some more money. See, we've seen the upgrade of the homes over here. Right near the elementary school, having a nice little park. And maybe we'll eventually have... I don't know what we're going to do with this space right here. For right now, I think it's important we get a medic clinic before people just start rapidly dying. And so we have our police station there. Maybe we'll make this like the little hotspot for our services. That's also going to increase land value. So now we're seeing some of the bigger homes, the nicer homes around here. It's like a villa. We're out of power. How the fuck are we always out of power, guys? What's going on? I think we just have to commit to a coal power plant soon, because this is producing 40 and this is 0 to 8, and most likely on the 8 side, or sorry, not on the 8 side. Does look pretty cool though. I love windmills. I think they're awesome. Alright, so what's going on over here? Not enough workers. Looks like we need a lot more people, which I think we'll just end off by expanding the town a little bit. And I don't know, let's see. Maybe not expanding. Maybe we can put homes on these main roads. Or at least right here for now. I don't think we should have homes there. That would be nice. Kind of trying to brainstorm how I'd want our suburbs to be. I really have no money at all. This is brutal. This is brutal because I want to... Why does that cost so much money? this road go like that. I don't know if that's perfectly straight, but is any road perfectly straight? Let's be honest. Alright, that's a little better. That way we can start building this out over here. I'm making zero money. We're gonna have to get down to... This is not a good use of our space. I don't love that, but maybe we'll have a connection from here. This is a sprawling suburbs, but we'll build some homes here. It's very important that we have the people necessary first, because then we won't make any money. These people are going to complain about water issues. Shocker, that's not straight, and that's going to bother me. And power issues. How is this happening? Power. Why can't I find you? There we are, top left. Oh, it's not that bad. It's in the yellow. We're good. We're doing okay. All right. But I think I'm going to leave it off there for now. I think it's about a 45-minute episode, which I think I'll try to keep the length at. But I do want to talk about the goals for next episode so that I don't just do random stuff. We're going to build our path right here to create the walking area, because if not, I'll most likely forget and then not worry about it, and then maybe start building over it. So the walking path will go this way. The other thing I want to focus on is where our transportation is going to be. So we know our train line can possibly connect here, which we build into a transportation hub. It is going to get kind of congested over here, so we have to brainstorm what we're going to do with this main road area. I'm thinking when we get farther in it, we can, I don't know when you unlock this, or sorry, this one, we can do a large roundabout at a 2,400 population, and that would clear some stuff up. We could honestly almost fit that right here, which would be wonderful. They're still out of power, but we'll get money soon. We are going to need to look at our levels throughout the next episode, and we're going to need to focus on how we are going to connect to the city and stuff like that. But I think for right now, this is a really great start. Oh, and another thing. All right, so let's reorganize those thoughts. We'll do green energy, possible big roundabout here, or it's not green energy, the walkway that will provide green space, roundabout that maybe clear up some traffic over here, thinking about the future of our connections with our walkways. And then we're going to need to be making some more money. So we can go to garbage and industry, and we can look at our forest industry. And once we create an industry area, we can maybe find an area that'd be really great for forestry. Thinking maybe, I want to stay away from here because this would be, it'd be our city. So maybe somewhere down here, we could see a forest industry take over, or up over here, because we can easily connect it to the railway, our rail network. We would have to build some more infrastructure out here to get the trucks and the people out here. So once again, that's where we can think about our transport hub and what we want to do there. So before we leave, we're going to fix the power situation so I don't come on and they're all screaming about power. Now they should be happy. And we're looking in a good spot. A little bit low in the funds, but worst comes to worst, we can always take out a loan to help us out. Anyway, that's all for this episode. I just want to thank everyone for joining me and hope you liking the style of gameplay. I know it could be probably similar to some other YouTubers, but they honestly inspired me to, create some videos of a game that I really enjoy. That way I play a whole Let's Play through without just stopping halfway and starting back towards the beginning because I do really love organizing traffic and starting this game more so than the end of the game. But we'll see how long we keep this going. If you have any questions or comments or just want to know what's going on and how we're gonna keep the city expanding, comment down below and I'll respond instantly. I get super excited when people reach out and talk about something that I'm passionate about. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Thank you for checking out the city of Twin Rivers, and let's see where we can go from here. I'll catch you in the next one.